Awesome. I'm Lisa Ware. Thank you so much for joining me. And you can catch this later on Lisa Ware Yoga for Love on YouTube. So find that channel. Like I mentioned, we do lots of really cool stuff on our channel. We're doing a weekly vlog where we talk about the rhythms of the goddess. So thank you so much for being here. Today we're talking about the goddesses of chaos and abundance. And we're going to do a flow kind of surrounding that topic. And so today I also have a handout for you. If you'd like to put your email down, I'll make sure you get that and another video for you as a gift. The goddess handout is, I'm going to give it to all my girls here today that are here with our Yoga for Love Goddess Tribe. Assisting me, Crystal. These are the ones we're doing today. So we're working with a goddess from each chakra. And Amanda, can you turn the music down just a touch? I think it's on the right hand side of the iPad. So I want to start with just giving you a few affirmations. I'm going to turn the music down just a touch here. And so just take a moment just to sit as you feel the sacred ceremony, the circle beginning, you smelling the sage and the santo, and just tapping into your own rhythm. I love that shirt. Namaste, bitches. I love it. So just take a moment to center yourself. Ground down into the earth. And really be present today. I invite you just to be fully present. And we're going to call in a few affirmations. So I'll just do call and response. Today and every day I feel the healing power of the goddess flowing through me. Today and every day I feel the healing power of the goddess flowing through me. You can say it with me. Today and every day I feel the healing power of the goddess flowing through me. The next one. Today and every day I feel the divine wisdom of the goddess filling my body, mind, and spirit. Today and every day I feel the divine wisdom of the goddess filling my body, mind, and spirit. Today and every day I feel the divine wisdom of the goddess filling my body, mind, and spirit. Today and every day she is helping me to make the best choices possible. Today and every day she is helping me to make the best choices possible. Today and every day she is helping me to make the best choices possible. So we're going to begin with our root chakra today. So I'd like you to begin in seated posture. We're going to take Sukhasana or Siddhasana. So we're just going to cross our legs underneath us and ground down through the tailbone. Now in Siddhasana, you're going to separate your ankles and let the hips drop open a little fuller. In Sukhasana, you're going to cross your ankles underneath you. If you have a half lotus or a full lotus practice, you can move into lotus. And so we have Amanda and Brandy demoing for us today. And so we're just going to find that seated posture and take a moment just to ground down to the earth. We're going to take a mudra today. Mudra is like yoga for your hands. And I apologize if the back's to you right now. So we're going to take your left hand underneath the navel, right hand open above your heart. So pulling in, receiving, sending out, and giving. The mudra is it's also called the Buddha mudra. You'll see a lot of temples, a lot of gods and goddesses that have this mudra. And so just take a moment to ground and breathe. Cupping your hand right below your navel, pulling this beautiful energy in and up from the earth, from the tailbone. Feel your belly getting full. And sending energy out through your heart center, projecting divine love into the world. Breathing in, filling up from our mother planet below, Gaia. And sending out from our heart center. We'll do one more. Inhale, bringing it in, filling yourself up. Feel that energy coming all the way up through your crown chakra. And then exhale, bringing it down to the crown chakra and out through your heart center. Take a moment to call in Kali Ma. Kali Ma is the goddess of chaos, and she's also the goddess of beauty. So anybody here who's ever worked with chaos knows Kali, and if you have been through some really crazy stuff, you'll know that she is your guiding force. Even though it seems traumatic, it might seem really a bad thing, or it might feel like it's something that is negative, Kali has our back. She's not the most gracious. She's definitely harsh and vicious. However, she transforms you, and she makes shit happen. Like, you will never forget the moment that you met Kali, and stuff like that comes into your life, right? So today, I'm going to talk a little bit about Kali, and then we're going to move into some movement. So the energy center we're talking about is the base of the spine. The color is red. The energy is survival. And calling that in, the higher octave, though, is pure white cosmic aliveness and awareness, pure light love. So even though that deep, primal life force essence, that pure vitality is the force of Kali that most people know, then the other part of her is that higher octave, that cosmic purity, aliveness, and awareness. The negative polarity would be unconscious, not being conscious, just kind of walking through life lackadaisical, the fear of survival. So your keynote in this route is C. Corresponding elements are earth and fire, and also the thunder beings. And the gems, there's many gems and crystals that are really corresponding, and you have tons of beautiful vendors here that are selling gems and crystals here at the Cosmic Yogi Fest. So smoky quartz, obsidian, hematite, black tourmaline, bloodstone, garnet, and clear quartz crystal, ruby, and tourmalines, and these are all the red stones, jaspers, and things like that. The intention, energizing our base chakra. Feel yourself grounded and connected with humanity. Connect through your root chakra, the pelvic floor, in and up, activating your root chakra. You can keep your mudra here, and don't be afraid to shed. Kali is all about transformation. The snake is a really good representation here, and as the snake sheds its skin, the beautiful, fresh new skin emerges. So shedding the skin is always uncomfortable. It's never a comfortable process. And at the time that you're in it sucks, you know? It really bites. But when you're through it and you see that beauty that comes out, that's what we're looking for. So take a moment to review the things in your life that you are so done with at this point. You've just worked on it and worked on it and worked on it and really tried to shed it right now. Let it go. Let it go. Release it into the earth. Let it transform. Right here in this moment. Right here in the past. Right now. If you are ready, release it and shed it. Take a moment to sit with that. Now, the universe does not like a void, and so as you remove something, you're going to have to replace it with something else, or it's going to come right back to you like a rubber band. And so we're calling in the divine highest octave of Kali, the goddess of beauty, calling in the pure light of transformation, that pure love light, straight from our crown chakra, and filling in whatever we had let go of that had the negative polarity, bringing in that cosmic pure divine love, filling that space. And here's your affirmation. My life path reveals itself to me. My new life path reveals itself to me. My new life path reveals itself to me. Let's say it one more time. My new life path reveals itself to me. And the mantra you can just repeat to yourself is awaken, awaken, awaken. So as we move into this awakening chakra, this root chakra is becoming alive, we're going to continue to keep that energy, make your way into all fours, coming to a cat and cow, and finding your breath here, in and out through the nose. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the tail, look up. Exhale, curl the head, tuck the tail, look under the body, and squeeze all that breath out. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Inhaling into cow. And exhaling into cat. And as I move that last one, move the hips side to side. Move the shoulders in big spirals. Inhale into your cow. And remove that linear movement. Move side to side like a snake. Like a cat walking through the jungle in high grass. And then coming back to our center. Next breath in, we're going to step our feet forward and come into a low goddess squat. So just walking your feet forward. Heels are about 6 to 12 inches apart, toes point slightly out. And then sink your hips down. So just like Amanda and Brandy here, bringing the hands to the heart center. Amanda, if you want to turn this way, so because Brandy's turned that way, so turn towards the camera. Perfect. And so you can see here, if your heels are really high off the ground and you want to still get a little bit more groundedness, go ahead and pull your mat in and kind of curl it up underneath the back of your feet. You can also move your heels out a little bit wider to sink down a little bit more. And just move those hips from side to side. So we're just moving that root chakra energy side to side. Yeah, just moving that energy. And you can take your hands and just sway them using that prayer mudra, Anjali mudra, moving those hips and just get that energy swaying and flowing. And breathe here. Take a few more nice long deep breaths. That's it. Good. Awaken. Awaken. That's your mantra. Awaken. 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 Calling in the energy of the kundalini that lies dormant. If we don't do the work, it just sits there and that energy is wasted. So calling in that energy, bringing it up, and begin to sway side to side. Begin to step your right foot back and come into a high malasana, high goddess. So turning your left foot to the inside, right foot to the outside. So you're facing your neighbor down the long side of your mat. And begin to just kind of sway side to side and go a little bit farther out. So you're going to turn down the long side of your mat and come into goddess pose down the long side of the mat. And just continue that swaying motion. You can keep your hands at your heart center. And just moving in your high goddess, facing all in the same direction. Good. And just breathing here. Now just dip the shoulders and move the hips. And so you're just getting the energy flowing in the body. And just awakening that energy. Now we're moving into the second chakra, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Freya, the patroness of love and fertility. Swaying just back and forth a couple more times. We're in the sacrum here, the energy center of the sacral chakra. And begin to come up straight legs and begin to reach your arms toward the sky, coming into 5-pointed star. And just feel this energy moving and breathing, pulling it in from the crown chakra, pulling it in from Father Sky above, and filling up. Imagine your sacral chakra is like a cup or an upside down moon. That beautiful sacred cup of the divine feminine. We all have it, whether we're a man or a woman. But if you're a woman, you also have a womb, or the remembrance of the energy of your uterus. And capturing that energy in that area, pulling it down from this beautiful sunshine above, and bringing it in to the sacral chakra. Filling up your cup, grounding it down through your heels. Calling in the red-orange energy. This regulates our sexual functions, generative organs, creative and procreative life force energy. And the higher color and the higher activity is violet and transmutation, acceleration, innovation, and freedom. So just moving the hips and just victory mudra. Let's take our arms in a V and bring the fingers together into prana mudra. So we're going to bring the 2 peace fingers up and hook down and curl your thumb over your index or your ring and your pinky. And so taking victory mudra with prana mudra, and just move those hips and just call in this freedom, call in these beautiful qualities of the sacral chakra and of the goddess of Freya, the patroness of love and fertility. Calling in transmutation, acceleration, innovation, and freedom. And just breathing here. Exhale, bring your hands to our heart center. On the next breath in, we're going to take our left foot and point it toward the inside of the circle. And then we're going to just bend that knee down. And then just taking a side angle, allowing our body to form a nice long straight line of energy. We're going to rest that left forearm on the left thigh. And then reach that right arm up and over in that long line of energy. And just open that right side body and feel that energy flowing through your body, filling up, cupping your bottom hand and catching that energy. Maybe step your right foot a little bit deeper down your mat and just reach. Maybe spin your palm to face the back and open the space between the shoulder and the ear. We're going to take a body movement vinyasa. Right hand comes down and around. Inhaling it up. And exhale, down and around. Reaching it up. And exhale, down and around. One more time, reaching up. Big breath in. Exhale into a warrior two. Nice long line of energy. Gazing forward. Lighten the grip of the earth with your toes and ground down through the bottoms of your feet. Take that left palm up to the sky, straighten the leg, and come into a reverse triangle. Really point those fingertips straight up to the sun. Breathe in this solar prana energy. Exhale back to warrior two. Let's come into our goddess pose in the center of our mat, still facing the side. And inhale. On our exhale, take the elbows wide. We're just going to flow with that inhale, 5-pointed star. Crisscross the top. And then exhale into goddess pose. And just cross your hands in front of you. Reaching up, crisscross. Exhaling it out. Good. Couple more breaths here. Reaching it up. Exhaling it across. And flowing with the breath. And out. Let's do 3. Big inhale. And out. 2. And exhale. And last one. Inhale back to your 5-pointed star. And on our exhale, we're going to take warrior two, point to the outside of the circle. And just find your gaze and your focus. Lighten again with your toes. Bring your right knee directly under and over your ankle and sink down a little further, trusting your legs. Now take deep pranic breaths. You can hear your breath flowing, and you can hear your breath like the sound of the ocean. In and out through the nose. And out. One more big full inhale. Exhale. And let's go ahead and take our reverse triangle. Straighten the legs. Right hand comes up toward the sun, and we're going to reach all the way up. Feel this energy moving into the body, straight from the sun. Exhale back, warrior two. Inhale, let's take reverse triangle and flow with that. And exhale, warrior two. Nice slow movement here. Inhale, reverse, and straighten the leg. Exhale, warrior two, and come right into our side angle. Front forearm's going to rest on that thigh. Back arm's going to reach down and around. Now open and reach toward the outside of the circle. Take a big breath here and exhale, ground down through your feet. And as you do, we're going to take that body vinyasa. Inhale, reaching all the way up, and then exhale, taking the hand down and around. Continue that flow, spiraling your arm. And I'm going to just read to you a little bit more about the second chakra and the energy of Freya. The keynote here is D. The corresponding elements are water. The healing gemstones are ruby, carnelian, citrine, amber. The gemstones for Freya are rose quartz, pink tourmaline, emerald, any pink or green stones. Our intention here, reaching up and out, exhale all the way out, finding passion and love, passion and war, reach it up, passion for the things that we like, that brings us pure joy, exhaling it out, inhale, reach, moving to tears with gratitude for what we see around us, bring it all the way down and around, and inhale, reach up, tenderness, grace, compassion, delight, laughter, exhale back to warrior two, inhale, 5-pointed star, exhale, come into your goddess pose. We affirm, I embrace life in its absolute fullness. At this moment, I have all that I need. I embrace life in its absolute fullness. In this moment, I have all that I need. I embrace life in its absolute fullness. At this moment, I have all that I need. The mantra is passion. Inhale, 5-pointed star. On our exhale, sweep the hands down to the ground and scoop at the earth. And then just trail the hands side to side as you bend right to left. Stay low. Exhale, come all the way down this time and stay here and just move side to side. Even let your head drop out. And just sweeping the hands back and forth. Bending the knee to the right and to the left. Just find a dance. Yes, that's it. Dance with this energy. Moving this energy. We're going to continue to move the energy up. Coming into the solar plexus. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. On the exhale, step our left foot forward into the center of the circle and come back into your warrior two. Lighten the toes. Sink down into the hips. Inhale, we'll come into a warrior one and turn the heel, coming into crescent lunge. Breathe here. Finding that fire energy. Stand through the fingertips. Oh, you look beautiful. You look amazing. Feel this energy. Sink down into those hips. Push back through that heel. Good. From here, if you'd like to take it up a little further, you can even bring the hands in eagle arms and drop into a back bend. Bringing the forearms toward the sky. Or you can stay here and hold. Feel the energy begin to flow. Exhale back into warrior two. Inhale, warrior two to the back, coming through goddess pose, and then turn your toe out to the back. So we're going to come into our crescent lunge on the opposite side, picking up that left heel and reach it up to the sky. Big breath in, finding that energy of the solar plexus. Begin to build your heat, and in and out through the nose, you're going to feel that heat begin to build. We're bringing in the color of orange and yellow, the seat of our emotions, the solar energy. Feel the warmth, the radiance, the balanced expression of our personal power. Expand through the fingertips. If you'd like to take it up a notch, bring those eagle arms together and find a back bend, bringing your forearms toward the sky. Spread out the fingers like feathers. The corresponding note is E. Citrine, topaz, calcite, apatite crystal, amber, tiger's eye, yellow, jade. One more breath here. Exhale back into warrior two. Inhale into 5-pointed star to the center. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Inhale here. On our exhale, step into warrior one by just turning the heel and bringing the arms up. Find your focal point here and stepping hands to heart center. We're going to come to the top of our mat. Take a moment here to set our intention. And we're going to find the focus and the intention for the sacral chakra, the Manipura chakra, the solar plexus. Next breath in, you can keep your hands at your heart center, or you can bring your hands into a mudra where you're going to interlock the fingers and just take the index finger up, coming into Vira mudra. You can keep your hands at your heart or extend, and we're going to sit down into chair. So you have your arms up, right? Now you're committed. So coming into your full expression of Utkatasana, fierce posture. We're going to use that yoga breath. Keep your lips closed. Park the tongue to the back of the teeth and create a space at the back of your throat. And feel that energy moving through the throat chakra. Feel the energy building. Stay here. You've got this. You can bring your hands to your heart if you need to. Knees and ankles are even. And then feel that fire energy. Good. You're doing great. A few more breaths here. Imagine in this moment that you are free from the blockages of maddening frustration. The limits you've imposed on yourself have dropped away. Right now, the disappointments of your past no longer hold you down. Keep breathing. You've got this. The opinions of others cannot stand in your way anymore. Imagine that you're free to focus on creating a better life for yourself and for the world in which you live. Stay in that chair pose. You've got this. Bring your heels in. Squeeze the knees. Lift your heart. Though there are difficult challenges, rather than wasting your energy worrying about them or fighting them, use that energy to work your way through them. You've got this. This is fierce posture. One more big inhale. Look up to the sky. Straighten those legs and come all the way up. And exhale, Tadasana. And release. How do you feel? Good. Strong, powerful, enlightened, awakened. Energize through your hands and energize those fingertips out toward the ground, pulling that energy up through your feet, through Mother Gaia, Pancha Mama. Feel it. Yes, that's it, Philip. That's beautiful. Feel that energy making your spine long and tall. And feel that energy coming out through the crown of your head. You're just merely a channel. And pull that energy down through the crown of the head, down to the very base of your spine. And feel that energy from earth and sky moving through you, standing as a two-legged, as our tree brothers here. Feel that honor. We affirm, I use my energy for the highest good. I use my energy for the highest good. I use my energy for the highest good. Take far-reaching mountain pose. Palms come toward each other. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Utthita Hastasana. I release the opinions of others. I release the opinions of others. I release the opinions of others. Last affirmation for this chakra. My awesome power is released in a healthy manner. My awesome power is released in a healthy manner. My awesome power is released in a healthy manner. Let's bring our hands to our heart center into Anjali Mudra. Feet together at the top of our mat. Steady and strong posture. Samastitihi. Mantra. Focus. 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 Breathe that into your place of power, your personal power right here. We're moving up into our heart and talking about Mother Gaia, our earth goddess mother, Pancha Mama. So bringing hands to heart center with energy. Push the palms together and bring the elbows actively out to the side. Yes, in a prayerful mudra. You can keep your Vira mudra if you'd like to, or you can have pressing straight together. And breathing into the heart center. Gaia's message for all of us at this time is to allow time for introspection, contemplation, and developing wisdom. Her message for us as Goddess Sisters is that she connects us to the universal source of mothering and nurturing. Lead us to a feeling of profound peace and balance. Every element in the universe, whether on land, in the sky, or the sea, can be seen as a single living entity in Gaia, the primordial Great Mother. More than any other goddess, Gaia is identified as the divine, animate Earth Mother. She will never fail you. She will always be here for you. She is the living, conscious planet who provides sustenance and nutrition and the wisdom inherent in the earth itself. Her values are rooted in the sacredness of all life, whether it be plant, animal, or the stars in the sky. Respect for others is paramount if we are going to gain the deep sense of balance and completeness that comes in connection that Gaia brings. Focusing on our heart chakra. Breathe here. We're going to come into a balancing posture, bringing our arms open wide, and then imagine your fingertips become wings. And just let yourself catch the wind. Stepping that left foot slightly back. Just graceful. Imagine your right foot is gripping a branch like a talon. And now you look down over the edge of your mat and you see a cliff. And just like a beautiful hawk, you just dive forward and sweep your arms back and just take off into the wind. And find hawk pose. Let yourself just fly and be free. Imagine you have a beautiful, ginormous, magical tail that acts as a rudder, so you could just barely move your fingertips and you just dip and dive with the wind. And feel that connection in the heart center of all that is, the wind and the earth. And breathe here. If you'd like to move into Warrior 3, bringing the arms forward and flexing that back heel and push off as if you're just diving forward. And breathe here. Take a moment in your Warrior 3. As you breathe and extend, spread out those fingers. Reach. Exhale, bring your foot back into Warrior 1. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, sink down a little bit lower. One more breath here. Exhale, hands return to heart center and step to the top of your mat. Coming back to Samastitihi, back to that centeredness, back to that connection. feel everything gathering at your heart center. Your giving and receiving point is your heart center. So if you're not receiving enough love, you can't give it. It's the universal law of physics. This isn't philosophy. This is physics. This is science. In order to continue that flow, you have to receive. And us as women especially have so many hats we wear. Now, a lot of guys may not have as much trouble with that. But sometimes, as women, we just don't fill up our cup. And we give and give and give until we're so freaking depleted that we have some kind of disorder, you know? And it manifests physically. So take this moment to step into your steady and strong posture. This is not a lazy posture. This is like attention. Attention. I am calling this in. Feet together, heels apart, hands at heart center. Toes are touching, if possible. Heels are slightly apart. Roll the inner thighs forward to really activate those large muscles of the legs, activating the hamstrings and the quads and the glutes. And then relax into it and ground. Yes. As we complete the heart center, we have the color of green, qualifying our feelings, thoughts, and activities with love and acceptance. Pink is all-embracing love. The higher octave color is pink quartz. So everybody knows that green is for the heart chakra, but the higher octave is pink. That beautiful cotton candy, pure cosmic love pink. That agape love pink. That place of pure bliss. And that's where we go. The heart chakra. Forgiveness, acceptance, love for all of creation. The corresponding elements are air and fire. And the intention is to activate the heart chakra, the chakra that rules the aspect of love. Gaia's message for all of us is allowing for introspection, contemplation, and developing wisdom. Our affirmation, love flows into my life like a river. Love flows into my life like a river. Say it with me. Love flows into my life like a river. I am calm and centered now and always. I am calm and centered now and always. I am calm and centered now and always. And the mantra is peace. 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 Let's take a moment to reach up to the sky. Big breath in here. Exhale, fold in half and come into forward fold Uttanasana and just hang out like a rag doll. Let your body just relax and sway side to side to side. Mia, do you have a timer? Breathe here. 37. Thank you. 50. We're going to inhale, hands to shins, lengthen our body, halfway lift. Make your body like an L shape. Pull the crown of the head forward. Exhale, slide the hands down the back of the hamstrings and fold in half. And just tucking the head down to the ground. Tuck your elbows down behind the knees and reach your fingertips towards your Achilles tendons and tuck into a little ball. Now, if that doesn't work for you, go ahead and come into a halfway lift and grab opposite elbows. And from there, just wrap your finger, your thumb between the crease of the opposite elbow, and then dangle your arms below your head like a frame. Take a couple more breaths here. We're going to exhale, place the hands on the mat, sink the hips down and bend the knees and look forward, coming into monkey pose. Breathe here. Now, for those of you that have a chaturanga practice, I'm going to have you jump back, but you're going to jump back with bent elbows so you don't damage those little tiny muscles next to the shoulders, the rotator cuff. Otherwise, we're just going to step back into plank. Good. Coming into your chaturanga or half plank. Inhale, coming into upward facing dog. 3 breaths. Hold here. Inner thighs squeeze, thighs are off the ground, throat is open. And breathing in that 5th chakra energy, moving the collarbones away from the ears. Thighs are off the ground if your arms are straight. Otherwise, come into cobra and bring your pelvis on the ground like a snake. And exhale, drop the knees. Coming into kneeling plank, breath in. Moving our heart center down to Mother Earth, letting your heart kiss the earth like a little caterpillar. Flatten the body out. Scoot yourself down below the top edge of your mat and let your forehead rest on the top edge of your mat. Scooting the hands next to the sides of the chest, we're going to bring the fingertips wide, setting up for Bhujangasana, Cobra. Bringing the ankles a little closer in, toes point straight back. Activate the large muscles of the legs by pushing the pelvis down. Good. Keeping both feet here. We're still here. We're still here. We're not going anywhere. We are connected with the earth with our third eye. Now, squeezing the arms back. Tend to your hands like a little starfish and bring the palm of your hand off the ground and the heel of your hand off the ground. So your fingers are wide. Wide fingers. Good. Heel of the hand is off the ground entirely. Lift up the back of your hand. There you go. Now push down with your pubic bone. Tuck your chin to your chest. Come into throat lock. Exhale. On your inhale, stay in your throat lock and begin to rise up like a snake. The head is going to come up very last. Big top of the breath. Big inhale and expand, and then gently sway side to side as you exhale, come down. And let your forehead touch the earth. Resting the head, pressing down with the legs. Take a whole breath cycle here. In and out through the nose. The fifth chakra is Dhyana. Moving through your cobra wave, inhaling on your own breath cycle, and exhale, swaying your way down. We'll take about 5 to 7 breaths here. Dhyana is a symbol of freedom. She remains free to leap through the forest and touch the sky with her outstretched fingers. The energy location is the throat with the hollow of the throat. The color is sky blue or royal blue, and the projection of power and creative energy and communication. Flowing through your cobra wave with your own breath cycle. A few more cycles here. The healing gemstones are turquoise, chrysocolla, labradorite, clear quartz, aquamarine, moonstone, lapis lazuli, dark aquamarine. And our intention is resounding with the wild places of the inner psyches, the parts within us that hunger for more than our daily routine. Come all the way up into your fullest expression of your cobra without pushing into your low back, or come into your full upward facing dog. Good. Holding here for our affirmation. Fresh air fuels the rose in my cheeks and the fire in my heart. Fresh air fuels the rose in my cheeks and the fire in my heart. Fresh air fuels the rose in my cheeks and the fire in my heart. Today I choose to do what I can, and I can do anything. Today I choose to do what I can, and I can do anything. Today I choose to do what I can, and I can do anything. Exhale back, drop the knees, and come into child's pose. Take a few moments here. The mantra for your throat is adventure. A few nice long deep breaths, and just sway those hips from side to side. If you'd like to take your Anjali Mudra, prayer hands, and then bend your elbows, you can bring your prayer hands to the back of your heart center, connecting to the back of the throat and the back of the heart with the hands in prayer. You can also take your mudra here if you'd like to take your Vira Mudra. And just breathing in here, connecting that third eye to the earth. The goddess of Isis is the ruler here that we're focusing on today. Isis's esoterical attributes include intuition and perception. She is related to the third eye and the center of illumination and light. She's the embodiment of the feminine as a vessel for divine expression. She's the Egyptian high priestess, ruling with love and calm and patience. She provides equilibrium and guidance through our journey. To open the door to Isis opens the door to love. Love fosters the development of her inner wisdom as a budding flower blossoms into a glorious flower that takes people's breath away. On our exhale, reach our arms forward, tuck our toes, and slightly come up to the knees on the inhale. Exhale, coming back into an active child's pose. And then just gently sway the hips from side to side. Begin to bring the knees more under the body, keeping the arms outstretched, and come into heart-centered pose, Anahatasana. So you're going to stack the knees like you're in a tabletop, but you're going to reach your arms forward, and then begin to drop that chest down into the earth, opening that throat, opening through the third eye. Beautiful. So your booty's going to be sticking up in the air. Chest is close to the ground. If your shoulders feel any impingement, just bring one shoulder back and do a few breaths. And then just switch, reaching the other arm forward for a few breaths. Heart-centered opener. This is a beautiful 360-degree opening around the sides of our heart. And breathing that energy into the third eye. As we keep our chin on the ground, our third eye is open. Big breath here. The higher octave color here is emerald green. The regular chakra color for the third eye is indigo. Focus, intuition, healing. Take a moment to breathe into those intercostal muscles on the sides of the rib cage, opening that space. If you feel any impingement in the shoulders, again, bring one arm back and then switch. You don't want to feel it in your shoulders here. There's no corresponding elements because this is now outside of the elemental system in the body. Isis's esoteric attributes include intuition and perception. She is related to the third eye of illumination and insight. The affirmation, I trust my wisdom and insight. I trust my wisdom and insight. I trust my wisdom and insight. I am sacred. I am savvy, sassy, and wise. I am sacred. I am savvy, sassy, and wise. I am sacred. I am sassy and wise. The mantra is insight. Inhale, come up into all fours, and let's take a few cat and cow breaths on our own just to move that energy through, feeling the cow breath all the way up to the third eye, and then exhale, squeezing into your cat breath all the way to your root chakra, and feel the energy moving up and down with the breath. Beautiful. Exhaling everything out. Coming back into our center. Let's inhale, step back into a kneeling plank. On our exhale, lowering again like a caterpillar. Heart center kisses the earth. Then lowering the whole body out. Flat. Coming into pranam. This is a place of symbolic surrender. Take the arms open and bring them forward and up. Palms come together. And then the feet come out wide. Let your head rest on the earth in complete place of surrender to your highest power. Whatever you call that is a totally personal thing. And just move the hips side to side in this pranam. Connecting to the earth. Connecting to something that's greater than you. Something that's bigger, as we are all part of that bigger connection. One more big breath here. On our exhale, turn our bodies over and keep your head facing the center and just hug the knees into the chest, bringing in that element of apana, downward flow, root chakra energy. Hug the knees in and just massaging by rocking side to side. I'm going to focus on the 7th chakra, Ceres or Demeter, the goddess here. She is an earth mother who represents the cycles we experience as a woman and allows us to accept the ebbs and the flows graciously. With calm strength, we can find our center and gently go with the flow. Let's take and extend our right leg down to the bottom of our mat. Hug the left knee in. And taking the right hand to the opposite knee, let's let the left arm just drop out to the grass and roll onto your right side into a supine spinal twist. Gently rocking into that twist. Allow yourself to deepen your twist by turning your head out and looking over that right fingertip. And let both arms drop away into the ground, releasing into that twist for a few more breaths. Demeter rules the cycles that are obvious to women, those of the moon, which is our biological cycles. And when your body is internalizing to nurture your inner self, she helps us cope with the pull of the moon and the planets. The energy points at the crown of our head. Hugging our knees in and bring it back to Apanasana, knees to chest. And then exhale, extend your left leg. Hug the right knee in. Take a big breath. And then taking the opposite hand to opposite knee, let's let your right arm drop out to the side and twist. Inhale, turning your head in the opposite direction of that knee, and then just drop into gravity, letting yourself fall into that graceful place of rest. The color is ultraviolet, iridescent, mother of pearl, wisdom, integration, experiences, illumination, enlightenment, conscious understanding of the universe and the laws of creation. The pineal gland is activated here. The corresponding element is B. Our intention here is bring our knees to our chest and come into legs up the wall or shoulder stand. Your choice. If you have a shoulder stand practice, this would be a perfect opportunity. This really is activating for the crown chakra and the third eye, spreading out your toes toward the sky, allowing Ceres to connect with you, guide and nurture your inner goddess, whether you're masculine or feminine in this body. Feel yourself become more centered, calm, and empowered. Feel your hara, red of the sacral chakras, full and pregnant with vitality, and your heart beats with the determined strength of the wise woman. Our affirmation: I am a goddess, wisdom in action. I am a goddess, wisdom in action. I am a goddess, wisdom in action. You can stay in your shoulder stand or move into plow. If you're in legs up the wall, go ahead and move into happy baby. When I look in the mirror, I see a radiant goddess. When I look in the mirror, I see a radiant goddess. When I look in the mirror, I see a radiant goddess. I am the spirit of enlightenment. I am the spirit of enlightenment. I am the spirit of enlightenment. If you're in plow, come back to shoulder stand. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, come down into your happy baby, and we'll meet here for our final relaxation. Let yourself drop into butterfly pose, feet together. Let yourself just relax and rest into the earth. And I'll give you this handout just to make sure you message me on Facebook, Lisa Ware Yoga for Love, or come to my website, yogaforlove.com, and I'll give you the goddess affirmations as a free download. Take a moment here to find butterfly pose and just connect by opening the hips and connecting the bandha at the bottom of your feet. If you want to cover up your eyes, you can for this last moment. And breathe. Breath in and breath out through the nose. Letting the hips drop in and find big inhales and exhales. If you'd like to extend the legs out, or if you're in butterfly, you can let the feet rest on the earth and stay in butterfly. Or you can find full corpse pose. And this beautiful autumn sun, it's not too hot here in Texas. It's just perfect. And so wherever you're at when you're watching this class, feel that solar energy filling up your body with prana, pure cosmic energy. Everything exists, and we're all one. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Take a moment to come back to center and roll onto your side. And coming into seated. Starting in the same position that you had begun the class, ending in the same position. So if you started in lotus, or if you started in sukhasana or siddhasana, find that. And we'll take that moment to just honor each other, looking across the circle at the gods and goddesses present, just making that connection, eye to eye, soul to soul, heart to heart. So important that we look at each other in our soul and make that connection. And so just looking around, and just take a moment just to make sure you see everybody. And I see you, I see you, I see you. And you see each other, right? And so we're here connecting, making that connection. That heart connection is what keeps us human. That's our humanity. So it is with that we are all one. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. I so appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much for joining our practice and being here at Cosmic Yogi. And we'll see you in the spring. You can catch me on our website, yogaforlove.com. Thank you.